The Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast is not a substitute for your relationship with a mental health professional. Hey, family. Welcome back to another episode of The Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast with your girl, Andrea Wise-Brown. Y'all already know. If you're a part of the family, then I do believe that you have already subscribed and you get notifications when a new episode is up. But if you just happen to scroll by and you here now and you haven't done so, please click the bell. Click this little subscribe button and then the bell so that you too get notifications when a new episode is up. Okay, family, so this episode, this is going to be good. I probably always say that, but this is going to be good in a different way. This is going to be good in a different way because I am on here now with one of my best friends, one of my best friends. And her name is Celeste. Hey, Celeste.
Hi, everybody. So good to be back doing podcast with my friend.
Okay. Now you said back. So why you say back? Yeah, because you haven't been on the
Because, hey, listen. Ruby Lips and Lavender Martinis had a short lifespan, but when we were doing it, we had a great time. So that's what I mean by it's good to be back. So that's a former podcast Andrea and I had. We did a couple episodes, and then I decided I was going to just move back home to Charlotte. We weren't familiar with the podcast and being able to do something like this. So I'm still in Charlotte now, and Andrea's where she is, but we figured out a way to get back together and have conversations again.
Love it. I love it. I didn't even know you was going to say that, but that was good.
Yeah.
No, that's so good. So yeah, we had a little show called, what was it? Lavender Martinis.
Ruby Lips and Lavender Martinis, ma'am.
That's right.
She was Ruby Lips, Lavender Martinis. I've since exchanged my Lavender Martinis to matcha.
Oh, matcha. Okay, that's
matcha.
right.
That's what happens. You have to give up the Lavender Martinis and opt for something different.
Okay.
Based on your needs.
Based on your needs. Yep, based on your needs. And so, yeah, because we live a healthier lifestyle now.
Absolutely, we have to. Because we have no choice. We have no choice.
We trying to stay around. We trying to stay around.
Definitely.
Okay, so so family, listen. This is why Celeste is here. She's my best friend, but also we have an intention for this podcast, for these episodes. So we're gonna do a series because, all right, backstory. I went to go see my best friend about 2 weekends ago. Had an amazing freaking time. Yes, I needed it like no other. And while I was there, and this is the thing about this friend, Celeste, is she loves, like me too, love reality shows. We love reality shows. But the difference is Celeste loves dating reality shows. Obsessed.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I watched The Bachelor. I watched The Bachelorette. I watched, what's the thing in the pods where the people, Love is Blind. Excellent. Yeah, you name it, I'm trying to watch it. At least I'm going to watch the first 3 episodes for sure. So just to get a feel of it, just to see where we're going with this. But I love a good dating show. That is true.
Right. Okay, you love a dating show. But then also, you love Love After Lockup.
I do love Love After Lockup. I took a break from Love After Lockup, but then I recently jumped back into Love After Lockup. This one was a doozy. I binge watched the last season. I think over a weekend. It was interesting. Same old, but I do love that. And I love the one where they go overseas, 90 Day Fiancés, all of them. Of them.
It is hilarious. It's hilarious. And what's so funny also is Ayana, y'all know my daughter, my other bestie, she loves all of them too. When I'm talking to her, it's love this. Love. I'm like, what you watching now? Love, love, love. They freaking love it. And so for me, honestly, I be side-eyeing these love shows. Like, come on. Is it really real? Are they just putting these people together? Are they acting? Can you really find love when you locked up? Like, can you really find love after you've been in a pod and then you come out and you is it really love? So for me, y'all know I'm a therapist. I know how much work it takes to stay in a relationship, at least a healthy relationship. So I'm just like, I just don't get it. But this is the deal. So, but I love my girls. So when they got it on, I'm a rock with them. So when we was at her house 2 weekends ago, she was like, y'all got to sit down because we was with our other best friend Tad. She said, y'all have to sit down and y'all have to watch this show. So the name of the show is The Never Ever Mets. Is that what it is?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So as I'm watching the show, I'm like, I started to get intrigued. I really started to get intrigued with the couples. But for me, let me see. I'm like analyzing, right? I'm analyzing like behavior. Like, oh, okay, like that was a red flag. That wasn't a red flag. Like she should have done that. Well, he shouldn't have done that. Well, you should be able to see, from his behavior here, how he's going to show up So I'm like doing all of this analyzing and we having a great time. So she and I had already talked about getting back together. So I said, you know what? See, I'm loving this. Let's do this show and let's what do we call it? We used to do it with Lance. React to it.
Yeah. Or we can just recap some moments in the show and try not to spoil it for everybody. But we want to recap some interesting moments in the show that made us pause, hit the remote, hit pause. Hey, let's have a conversation about this. So that's where we were.
Yes. Okay. Excellent.
Ready to love. So I don't want to leave. I love him. I love that show. Okay, Ready to Love. That was another one. That's another one that I absolutely love. All right, go.
Okay, all right. So this is what we're going to be doing. So remember why I told you, family, mental health is a lifestyle. So it is about your whole lifestyle and keeping everything in your life healthy, leading with keeping your mind healthy, keeping your mind right. So this is going to be the relationship section. So I'm going to have it labeled as the relationship section. And it's the relationship section with my bestie. And then we're going to go from one show. Now, one thing about my bestie, she going to do it for as long as she want to do it. No. I love you. But then, she may decide she's over it. So let's just see. So
that's true.
Yeah, and that's okay. So and I got to get her when it's hot. I got to get her when she want to talk about it and then say, come on, jump on here and let's talk about it with the family. Okay, so this Never Ever Mets is hot. So now what we are going to do is we should, let's introduce the show.
Imagine finding the love of your life, but never actually seeing, touching, or kissing them in real life.
It's been, 12 years now?
7 couples who are dating virtually are about to meet for the very first time.
It's scary as
my heart is like beating out of my chest.
The couples will share this house together for 3 weeks to determine whether their love affairs can survive off the screens. I'm Tyranda Jones, and I'll be your host. You guys will be participating in a series of individual, group activities, and dates. Along the way, they will receive visits from family and friends who may be skeptical of their virtual relationships.
He still is a liar until he can show me different. That's how I'm gonna look at it.
If we need to talk about anything, we do have relationship experts.
Being in control is how you protect yourself and keep these types of bad things from happening.
In the end, the couples must face a big decision. Continue dating in the real world.
I would love for this to go way further than this.
Will you marry me?
Or go their separate ways and leave here single.
Yes, I be flirting sometimes. You talking about me behind my back. You're a bitch.
It's a complete and utter lie.
You're playing the game. I can see it.
I don't care. I'm not playing with you. Hit me again.
Okay, all right.
Isn't that amazing? I love it. I love it so much.
Amazing. I can't. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. This is perfect. Okay, so Let's introduce the couples.
So it says it's 7 couples, right? And so what I like most about this group of people, just from the beginning, is that they include different age groups, right? And so it's like it's a demographic that you can kind of relate to. It's people who are in their 30s and 40s and early 50s who are still in the dating game. And so that brings in a lot of questions, like why not? Why hasn't this happened? Why hasn't that happened? Yeah, that was my first thing. But that's the first thing I liked about it was the demographics. I could relate to the demographics.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that was good. Yeah, because I was really shocked when I actually saw their ages.
Yeah, because when you think about the Bachelor and then the ones the Love is Blind, that's a younger demographic. So you can attribute a lot of their messiness or their whatever to their age group, right? But when you get to 30s and 40s and early 50s, it's a lot more than just being immature in age, right? It's other things. That's what I like.
That's so good. It's other things. And I'm going to say, because when you don't heal your trauma, when you don't face your stuff, it goes with you until you leave this earth.
Yes.
So who wants to be in a relationship with a person who's toxic and dysfunctional at 50, 55, 60?
Yes. Yes.
So the thing is to get the point. But family, the reason why I am so intrigued with what we are doing here is because what I want y'all to do. So of course we watch the show and we judge because we ain't in it. So we don't think that we in it. However, what I want y'all to do is maybe think about a time that you were in a similar situation and what you did. Because it's easier to judge it from, outside of it. But then, and then sometimes you might find yourself in the same situation now and you ain't moving forward or you're not doing anything, or you may be doing the same thing that you're seeing on this screen, but yet judging it. So I feel like this is an opportunity for everybody to grow. Okay, so these people who are all, I guess they meet up and they're going to be in this house and they met each other virtually, right?
Yes, they've been dating online for various different amounts of time, anywhere from, I think I heard 7 or 8, 9 months to 12 years. They're in, of course, some of them are in different cities, but I believe there's one couple that actually have been in the same city and have never met, which I find interesting. So so that's the interesting thing. They've never ever met. So they've been brought into this house for the next, I want to say 2-3 weeks, so they can decide whether or not they're going to take their virtual relationship IRL in real life. So I think it's good. I think what I'd like to do is for us, as we meet each couple, make a prediction.
Oh, that's good.
Whether or not they're going to go. Will they make it? Will they go virtual? Will they go to reality and leave the virtual relationship and cross over?
Okay, this is so good.
That's what I want. I want you to tell me what how you feel, because I'm deep in it already. So I've kind of seen some things. So, but you haven't, right? You haven't watched. So
no.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I watched the first 3 episodes, and so that's where I am. And so family, you all can go look at this. Where do they find it? They find it on OWN?
Yes, it's on
Hulu?
I watch it on Hulu. And also HBO Max has it. If you have HBO Max, it'll be commercial free on that. I think that's what we watched it on, because we didn't watch it with commercials.
Okay.
And on Hulu, HBO Max is my understanding. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, it's on YouTube too. So they putting these episodes up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how far they're going to go with them, but I think I saw like up to episode 3. So family, we really want y'all to go watch it and catch up with us. So as Celeste would say, she wants me to predict who's going to stay together and who's going to split. But I want y'all to be predicting it too. Okay. All right, so we come here and talk about it. And then if you have comments, please leave them at the bottom.
So the couple we want to do Alexis and Dominique first. Okay. Alexis is from Texas and Dominique is from Illinois, and they've been dating online for 6 months.
I'm Alexis. I'm in a relationship with Dominique. We've been exclusive for 6 months. Hopefully that's what he's doing because that's what I'm doing.
Been practicing your twerking like I told you.
He make me feel secure. He make me feel like I'm the only woman on earth. But we have not met yet in person. I'm 30 years old. I want to meet the love of my life, my husband, and my everything. I'm positive. I'm like, he got a temper.
Do he know what you want?
Oh yeah, the only issue we got is he want more kids. I don't. I'm not negotiating that.
Okay.
I already got kids. He already got kids. Why we need more kids? I got so much things going on in my head about me and Dominique. If he's not who I thought he was, he gonna get dropped. I'm ready. We gonna do this. I don't want to start over. I don't want to do the diapers. I don't want to do the potty.
Alexis is 30. Alexis is 30 and Dominique is 31.
Okay. So I think what stands out to me, I guess, in this particular clip is that she's talking about children, but she's only been dating this guy online for 6 months.
Ooh.
So, and she said that's the only problem that they have. The only issue is that she doesn't want children and he does. I just think that's interesting that they're having this conversation. They've never met, but they are having this conversation 6 months into their telephone. What's it called?
Computer virtual relationship.
What's it? FaceTime relationship.
FaceTime relationship. And the thing that stood out to me too. But what also stood out to me was she said, he got a temper, but and she just kept going. And she said, but she said the only problem is
the children.
Is that
not the temper, the children. I didn't hear that.
I'm positive. I'm like, he got a temper.
Do he know what you want?
Oh yeah, the only issue we got is he want more kids. I don't. I'm not negotiating that.
Okay.
I already got kids. He already got kids. Why we need more kids? I got so much things going on in my head about me and Dominique. If he's not who I thought he was, he gonna get dropped. I'm ready. We gonna do this. I don't want to start over. I don't want to do the diapers. I don't want to do the potty.
Didn't you hear that?
Yeah, I heard her. 6 months in on the phone, you've already seen his temper.
How did you even see his temper on the phone? How did you even see his temper on the phone?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you said that first, and you said, but the only problem we have is he want kids. I don't want no new kids. He got kids. I got kids. I want to know how many kids they got. That's what I really want to know.
Yeah, that part. That's true. Okay. That is an interesting question. I just don't understand why the problem wasn't the temper, but I got you. I didn't even hear her say that the first time. So there's that.
Okay. All right, here. Let's get into them a little bit deeper.
You going to the date?
Okay, yes. So this is the first date.
My name is Dominique. I'm here to see Alexis. We've been talking for about 6 months. Today I got something that I like to do to keep the stress away. Yoga, bring it to my world a little bit, get a little personal. Worst thing that can happen on this date is like her breath stinks.
Oh, geez.
Hey, nah.
My first impression, like, damn, like, he fine as hell.
Got some yoga set up for us, man. When I first saw her, she looked good. She was very much attractive, but it wasn't hidden for me. You look at somebody's body on pictures, and then sometimes it's not given the same in person. It wasn't proportioned how I thought it would be.
You sure you ain't picked yoga to get me ready?
Because it's about to go down. You might want to stretch.
Wait, what am I supposed to be doing?
You're working on your arch right now. Let me assist you. Oh, wait. You feel the stretch?
Yeah, I feel the stretch. What type of yoga this is?
I'm your instructor for the day. Stay calm.
The sexual chemistry is strong. So, if you want to get my bag right, he could get my bag right, for later activities.
We good?
You ain't a catfish.
You getting married tonight? Vegas ain't far.
I said, did she say you ain't no catfish?
She said he ain't no catfish, but he said she was a catfish. He said she was a cat shark. He said she was a cat. Wait, hold on.
Oh gosh.
Why did he say that body wasn't given what it was supposed to be given?
Yeah.
And then when they showed it, he wasn't lying.
He was not lying at all.
Y'all stop filtering.
I was wondering, I said, well, who's that in the picture? Who's that girl? Oh, that's her? Oh man, I can see I think he was well within his rights to make that comment. He did, and he could have been a lot harder on her in that moment, but I think he said what needed to be said. And he kept it as classy as he possibly could. And he took a sip of his cognac. Kind of like we sip our tea, like,
That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
And,
so
yes.
So what do you think he's doing at this point now? I feel like with the yoga and the positions that they whatever, I think he's, deciding whether or not what he's going to give to this relationship. Right?
Exactly.
Like what he's about to do. Because he's already said, she doesn't look like I thought she did. She doesn't look like the pictures she sent me. But let me see if I'm ready to bend her down, face down, ass up her. Let me see. How soon can I make that happen?
Mm-hmm.
He's investing 6 months of his time, so he's deciding whether or not he's just gonna, reap the benefits, get a return on his investment, if you will, and then cut ties and go. That's what I think is happening during this date.
I totally agree. He said he was pretty much talking about, right, bending her and stretching her. And then she straight up is complying by saying, he could get my bag, he could bend my bag, right?
Yeah, she's gladly bending over with her ass up on the very first date.
Yes.
No, leading with her body.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and those pictures. Like, I'm still stuck on those pictures.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you telling the ladies, please, with the filters, because if you can't back it up,
what's going to happen? Right.
You're gonna end up on national TV with your face down and your ass up on your very first date. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Let's go a little bit further with them two.
Mimosa time.
Over the phone, we did connect, but in person, you could connect differently. Like, you gonna be stuck with me, like.
The plan is to leave here not pregnant.
Oh my God.
At first, I was like, damn, I don't know. I was thinking negative at first. I'm like, I'm not attracted to it like I thought I would be. And then I was thinking positive, like, damn, if we cool, and it's like, we can work on that. Give me the tea on the house. What they look like? You trying to be suave?
No, I don't need no friendly ass dude.
I'm trying to.
No, don't smile at them like how you be smiling at me.
Okay.
Yeah, because then we would have a problem.
No problem.
Yeah.
We are exclusive. She actually really jealous. She don't even want me breathing on nobody. And I don't like no type of, none of no extra play neither. So yeah, we both like clingy.
Give me a hug.
Okay, all right. Went a little bit deeper, further conversation, right? And they talking about jealousy. So she's saying she jealous. He don't need to be saying. I just need her to get her sentence formation together. But that's okay. I digress. Come back. So she's saying that she has some issues with him looking at somebody else or speaking to them the way he looks at her. Then he goes and says Well, yeah, we both jealous. Yeah, I'm like that too, right? From
Yeah.
the door. And here he actually said, I really wasn't attracted to her, but I figure, we could work with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like to say that they describe their jealousy as he described their jealousy as clinginess, right? He said, "Yeah, we're both clingy." So that's that code for insecure, right? We're both very insecure, and we both get very jealous, and it could get volatile between us. That's to me. It's a sign. It is a sign of things to come.
Yes, a red flag. Absolutely.
Yeah. On both sides. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
On both sides. Let's see how it plays out.
Let's talk about the hoochie daddy shorts. Like, you be having the hoochie. This morning you had the hoochie daddy shorts on. Now you got the hoochie daddy shorts on again. He all about the hoochie daddy shorts.
They don't look like hoochie daddies.
Those hoochie daddies.
Those are hoochie daddies.
Those definitely hoochie daddies. They short.
But I thought hoochie daddy was higher than that.
No.
Alexis was digging Greg in his hoochie shorts. A little bit much for me. She was overly commenting on him as I was standing right there.
Hoochie daddy.
I'll be there.
Hoochie daddy.
You over here flirting with guys right in front of my face. I found that disrespectful. So it was just building up at this point, and I held it in.
Hoochie daddy.
I've already done seen you doing things that can be considered as flirting.
What? You had? Give me one thing.
You had said plenty of statements that...
I said hoochie. I did say the hoochie daddy shorts. She did call him hoochie daddy shorts, but that was it.
Dominique and Alexis, I don't know them that well yet, but I can say I feel like Dominique is here for a party.
That's considered some type of flirt. All day long. She was talking about Maxwell all damn day.
Apparently, Dominique tell me I'm flirting with these men.
She walked past, I said that ass looking good. What you gonna say?
Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I give y'all that.
You gonna get mad?
No, I said I give you that. Like, okay, I was wrong for saying he had hoochie daddy shorts on. My problem with that is if you felt that I was flirting with him, why you couldn't pull me to the side and be like, what was this?
When I see a fat ass,
I'm
gonna say that's a fat ass.
Like, what? He's so mad. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, we really arguing about something so harmless. After I apologize, he gonna say, I'm gonna tell a girl she got a fat ass. Like, am I supposed to cry? You gonna tell a girl she got a fat ass? Like, is my ass flat? Like, am I gonna cry? Is my ass flat?
The apology was phony. It was her mannerisms. It was her choice of words. She immediately went to cursing. It was like she was ready to fight me or something.
I ain't want to disrespect you. Have I ever disrespected you? Have I ever disrespected you?
Yes, you did.
When? I called you out and disrespected me and you couldn't act like that.
You disrespected me.
Dominique and Alexis was laughing in a sense at the same time while they was arguing, so I couldn't tell if they were serious at first. Then it just seemed like out of nowhere that whole vibe just changed instantly.
You pushing me. When we met on the internet, it just felt so right. Like, this is a different person.
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
No, you on my... I'm not playing with you. Hit me again. I don't give a... Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Me up. Me up.
Okay, cool.
Come on, man.
Okay, cool.
Hey, come on, man.
Like, he just pushed me.
Yeah, we
Then
seen
he
that, yes. Come on.
just pushed me.
Did you just see what just
I
happened?
know, but
I called her out on being disrespectful.
I feel you, though.
She admitted she was disrespectful, but then turned around and said, I don't give a
He pushed me, bro.
I know that. But
Somebody apologized.
yeah, she
It would have been
apologized.
done.
It's done.
But
It's
no,
nothing
you
to
still
talk
had
about.
to say,
You
well,
talking
I'ma
about
get
it shorts for
tomorrow.
10 minutes? I ain't did nothing. Have I flirted with you?
No,
Have I flirted with anybody in this mother?
I didn't see no.
I've been
flirting.
keeping it P. I'm a with a You a whole female.
Okay.
Cut it out.
Okay,
You been flirting,
whatever.
I'm flirting.
Whatever.
Out of
I
here.
flirt.
And you don't, and
You
what,
a
she don't
bitch,
give a
and I don't give a
Stop playing with me.
Like,
She don't know what she with. Stop playing with me.
It's just a certain level that it get to that it shouldn't get to. That level is not normal.
It wasn't
Medication or
nothing,
something. Why would she even take it to that level? So we got to the not normal level to where it's like, this is gonna get bad, worse.
How is his temperament?
He's not coming back tonight. He's not. He's going to a hotel, and he'll be back tomorrow, maybe.
Him going to a hotel, I didn't know what to think. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. Like, it was just unbelievable.
God, I should just took my ass to the bed.
Okay. Hoochie daddy shorts. Hoochie daddy. Hoochie daddy.
I meant to count how many times that was said within a 2-minute span. That was a lot of hoochie daddies. Why do you think she did that? Why do you think she was hyper focused on it to where was she flirting?
I'm gonna say she was low key flirting. I'm going to say she was low key flirting. I think so, because she was going too far. It was
It was
a
lot. It was a lot. It would have annoyed me, like, okay, already, because it's what reaction are you trying to get from this person that you keep commenting about these shorts?
Yes, and laughing, hoochie daddy, hoochie daddy, hoochie daddy.
Got a song and everything.
Yeah, but now, of course, if we were to flip it, right? And of course, if a woman had on some hoochie mama shorts and a man would have said, look at you with them hoochie mama shorts, hoochie mama.
Repeatedly. Like, exactly. Why are you focused on her shorts? Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked the question, was she flirting? Because I feel like if we flipped it, like you said, flipped it on its head, it would be flirting. I would not want a guy that I've been dating for 6 months virtually. And my first meeting, we get home from our date and you spend 3 minutes devoted to commenting on a woman's shorts.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It would rub me the wrong way.
Yeah, it would rub you the wrong way. It would rub me the wrong way too. However, how would you react?
That's it. Especially if you both know, if you know that you're a jealous person and you know the guy that you're dealing with is a jealous person, then are you poking a bear? Are you trying to are you testing boundaries? What's the goal here? What are you doing besides flirting?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Because what did they say? What the insecure word was clingy.
They're clingy. We're both clingy. That's what he said. And she says he has a temper. So you know these things. You both know you're jealous. You don't even want him looking at a woman a particular way, right? Right.
But she said it. But she said it.
Right. So what are you trying to accomplish? Or are you just drunk? I don't know.
Hoochie daddy shorts turned into pot game.
Fisticuffs. Night one.
Fisticuffs. Okay. First thing that I'd ask you.
Yes.
He said, so what if I say, you wouldn't like it if I say, a girl, look at that fat A, right? Look at that fat A. And then she was like, what difference do it make? I mean, like, I'm gonna really be mad. Like, I don't have a fat A. Okay. So I just said, I think this is important to share with the family. So she got a new A, right? Didn't she get a new butt?
It looks new.
Okay. So she got a new butt and she was like pushing it up like, I ain't worried about you looking at nobody else's. Ain't like mine is flat. And it ain't flat no more because she got a new one.
Not no more.
Not no more.
You said no more. Nobody said no more but you. But go ahead.
That's it. That's it.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
True.
But then after that, why would he mush her? Why does he have his arms around her neck? What?
I don't know. It jumped it got very uncomfortable really quick. Like it escalated quickly.
They just
met each other. But here's the thing. Number one, it's 2:40 in the morning. You've been drinking. It's time to everybody wrap it up. Wrap it up. Just go your separate ways for the first night. Don't stay up.
Oh,
let's start there. But it was a lot of interesting things said in the midst of that conversation, but I think the thing that, of course, that bothers me the most is when it gets physical, right? So
absolutely, yeah. I mean, you just met each other. So one person's trying to defend his ego, and he's talking about what he's gonna do. Then she's trying to defend her ego about she ain't got no flat behind, and they going back and forth. But then, and when he goes to put his arm around her and says, "You disrespected me," now something else in him is triggered. And she said earlier, he has a temper.
Yeah. And I'll just say, maybe if she had looked more like she did, actually looked like she did in her filtered photos, that perhaps he might have held on to that crazy just a little bit longer. I just think so? I think at this point, like, she's seen his temper, but not everything he's capable of. I think he's been kind of keeping it under wraps. And I feel like, because he's not necessarily trying to impress her anymore. He's like, I'm probably just going to hit it. And like, he's already figuring out his moves. So he doesn't care that she might get to see all of who he actually is, right? He's like, she can take it or leave it. Well, he doesn't care. He doesn't have his guard up as much. Like, he knows this about himself. He's done this before. He's put his hands on a woman before. So he just, when he feels comfortable doing it the most. And I felt like, he's already assessed where this may or may not be going. And he didn't give a shit. I mean, he didn't care about her seeing his true ugly side.
I totally agree. I agree. I wasn't thinking about what she looked like in the filters, but yes, if he respected her more, then I think he would have held on a little bit longer. But because
he would have held on to the crazy, because that's the reason why he felt comfortable putting her in a position at the yoga thing. I'm gonna put your ass up. This is like, I don't have respect for you anymore. So now it's like, you're not gonna get my best self. You're just gonna get, he's not even trying at this point.
Exactly. False sense of, that's right. It just what he's like, it is what it is. And I think that's why he felt so disrespected, because I think he felt like, I'm really giving you my energy and you going to try to play me like that, because he even said something like that. And then shortly after, he said to her, did you hear what he said to her? Like really, like you? He was like, with your fake tatas and your fake butt.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yes.
Right. Because I don't believe that he thought that if he thought she had a fake breast and fake booty, either he didn't realize it or he thought that it looked better. It looked better in person, if that makes any sense.
Proportional? Are you saying proportional?
I think he might have thought it. If it was proportionate, he probably wouldn't have cared if it had been fake. But because it's not proportionate, it's probably a little bit like, a little ick for him. Ick, but I tap it. I still hit it. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a respect thing, and I felt like he decided early on that his respect for her was very limited. And like you said, don't offend me. You out here with your fake ass and fake titties, and on top of that, you think you're gonna be out here flirting with other guys in my face, like. Right. So let me choke you up.
Let me choke you up with all of my insecurity. Because like, I'm insecure, but you really think I'm going to let me feel insecure? Oh no, let me put you in your place.
Exactly.
But the thing that I liked was, well, I'm watching the cameraman, but the thing that I liked that she defended herself. Yes. I like that she did try to defend herself. I do. I like that she did try her best to defend herself. Now, what's so interesting, I mean, even to the point where she tried, I mean, he spun her around and tossed her off because he's way bigger than she is. But she did try to defend herself. Even when she went to go pick up that pot, she was trying to defend herself. Yeah, she was.
He's going to bust his head.
Yeah, but you know what I find so interesting?
Huh.
When fights like that occur on these shows, and they got all the cameramen around, Why they don't put the camera down to go help the woman? They still catching it.
You're not supposed to disturb animals in the wild. You ever heard that? Like if it's a kill happening, you don't go and save the animal from the kill. It's part of your job. You got to get the... serious. That's how it works. Come on now. That's not their job. That's producers' jobs.
Oh my gosh.
The camera down. No, because we want to see. We want the audience wants. Now, I'm not saying I want to see the violence. Let me be clear. I'm not saying I want to see the violence, but I'm just saying generally in the audience that's the drama is what draws you in, right?
That's right. That's why we're talking about it.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily want to see the drama, but I'm here for a good. I'm here for a good back and forth. So
okay. So now let's see how they handled it afterwards.
All right.
To see your actual partner for who they is.
Are you gonna speak to him again, or like what's your situation gonna be after?
She better not. I'm answering for her.
You can't bring something out of a person that's not already in them. I was in an abusive relationship where I was hit and beat by a female. So I know how I feel. You can get past that, but you can't let it keep going.
Right.
And I'm telling you as a father, because I got a daughter your age, no, that's a no-no. When a man picks his hands up to put it on you, I don't care if you go to court and they tell you, well, I was drunk, Your Honor, you still going to jail. You gotta remember this moment right here and when he comes back, because a lot of times people get back with people because they forget what they did until they do it again. Then you remember what happened. You gotta remember the moment last night when you had to grab a frying pan to defend yourself.
No. Let me get a tissue.
Don't cry. Stop crying.
Come on, we're here with you. Don't cry. We wouldn't let nothing happen to you.
I don't know if me and Dominique gonna talk about this. Like, I don't know. I never been through that before.
You're not gonna go through that. That's why you really need to make your mind up and stick to it. When a person show you who they are, believe them. So if he pushed her, hit her, he's gonna do it again.
Oh, Lord. I'm so tired. I got like 1 hour of sleep, bags under my eyes. I'm still like thinking about what happened last night. And with Dominique not being there, I felt safer.
Last night, some things transpired and it was brought to my attention. And I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
I'm emotional.
It's okay.
What happened was he brings up you flirting with these dudes. And I'm like, what dudes I'm flirting with? And then he came up to me and he, with his hand like this, blah, 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 blah. And then like he pushed me. Somebody putting their hands on me, this the first time like that happened. Our date was good. Like he was the person that I was talking to for 6 months. Like he was good. When he got to the house, and started drinking.
Yeah, but drinking doesn't excuse the fact that he did what he did.
Yeah.
Okay. It is unacceptable. But I also want to know, how do you feel?
I don't even, I feel hurt.
I do want to show you a video from him.
Hey, Alex. I just want to apologize for yesterday. And it's a situation, you apologize, I should have accepted it. Me being drunk. I don't know, I just ain't accept the apology, but ain't no excuse for it getting to that level of, just the level it got to and me getting in your face and all that. So I'm not mad about nothing. Hopefully we can, just sweep it under the rug, but not get to that space no more. I want us to enjoy, the rest of the time here and, just put it past us, man. I think the rest of the time will be good. We still getting to know each other, first time meeting, so we're still learning each other and, hopefully we can just get back on a good track. I don't think it's like that deep. Let's do it, man. Just be cool.
TikTok. Okay. So how do you feel?
I mean, I don't like how he said he don't think it was that deep, because I think it was that deep. Like, you put your hands on me, it's that deep. You don't really know a person until you meet them.
Absolutely.
Even if you talk to them for a year online and stuff, it's not the same.
All right, so let's talk about it.
Yes.
Her, what she said. What do you think about her assessment of the night, her retelling of the story?
Oh my gosh, because, okay, so first of all, I want to say that I believe that she had circumstances like that before. I don't think that that was her first time, because when she said nothing like this has happened to me before, she literally was shaking her head at the same time. Like, I just felt like her body language was saying something totally different. Like she had.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, she started to make an excuse for the behavior. She started to make an excuse, starting off with, well, I mean, he had been drinking before she even told what he had done. He had been drinking. And I love the way the chick Taronda was like, drinking doesn't have anything to do with anything, because somebody else could be drinking and they go fall asleep. They go lay down somewhere. So that does not necessarily mean that because you drinking, you get to be physically abusive or emotionally abusive, verbally abusive. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's not no excuses. And she was helping him along in the beginning. Yeah. I mean, clearly she's done that before because she's seen the temper before. Right. So I wonder what her excuse was for the when she saw it previously. Like what was how did she rationalize it in the past?
Yes. And then I'm wondering, I'm wondering about the temper. How did she see this temper? They've been dating for 6 months, virtually FaceTiming. What did that even look like?
Clearly, for me, you had to have been cursed out. He must have cursed you out about something. I mean, if it's not in your face and he probably cursed her out good over something.
Can you do filters on FaceTime? Because I'm thinking, okay, I get the pictures that, that she was sending and him assuming that she looked a certain way. But if they FaceTime and on the computer, can you do a filter? Like, ain't that everything gonna be there?
I've never seen a filter on my FaceTime.
Me either.
I haven't looked at one either, but I've never talked to somebody on FaceTime and they've used a filter, but I don't talk to a lot of people on FaceTime, right? So I don't think so. But I mean, there's lots of apps. So it may be a possible way to put a filter on your FaceTime. We'll have to research that. We'll have to look into it. But so now to his response, right? Sorry that happened and it got out of hand. We've been drinking, and stuff. But I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad about anything. So, let's just move past it and, finish getting to know each other. Let's be cool. Huh?
That pissed me off. I'm not mad. Like, this is about you. This is not about how you choke me up, spit me around, like manhandled me at 6'4". Yeah. But I'm not mad. So you get to enjoy some of this emotional and physical abuse again. Because I'm not mad.
Yeah. Because if I was still mad, then that'd be a different story.
That'd be a difference. Then we got something that we need to deal with. But since I'm not mad.
Yeah, let's just be cool. Let's be good. Let's move on.
Hold on, see. That was one. And then what about this other one with what did he say? He said, and it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that big. That wasn't that big.
He said I shouldn't have what he said, did he say I shouldn't have touched you? What did he say? He said I shouldn't have grabbed you, or I didn't. You choked? No, you had it in a chokehold.
You had it in a chokehold.
I choked you. I had you in a little chokehold. I spun you around. I gave you a good shove.
Yes. Yeah. And then got in your face and was threatening you. But then at the end of that, he said to her, "Yeah, I mean, we cool." He said it wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that big. So I'm so happy that she said, and it wasn't that big for him because he does it all the time.
Yes.
I'm so happy that she was like, it was a big deal to me. It was a big deal to me because it was a big deal. Not only to you, but I'm glad she recognized that, but to everybody else who was watching.
Yeah.
Except the cameraman.
Except the cameraman. That, again, you cannot disturb animals in the wild. while recording. While filming, you just can't do it. It's just you have to. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So that's the first couple that we're gonna break down.
Yeah. So listen, do you think they're gonna make it?
Well, guess what? I can predict it because I already know the answer. So they're not gonna make it. This is what I know just from the show, right? I'm not showing this part, but they actually asked because they was asking the girl to give her her name was Alexis, right? So they would ask Alexis, you know, like what would she do or what did she want to do? And she was kind of unsure, but I think she was really saying, she said that she felt unsafe with him in the house. She said she felt safe when he wasn't there. Mm-hmm. She heard, you know, his response, and then she did say, no, it was a big deal to me. But Taronda just took over and was like, well, listen, it was a big deal to us, and he not coming back. Right. So they sent him home, but of course they had to send her home too.
Yes.
So I don't know. Listen, this is a deal. I'm thinking they didn't make it on the show. But I guess Celeste, you could tell us, did they make it? I don't know. Like, did they follow up with them yet?
They have done a little follow up with them, I believe, and I don't believe that they reconnected.
Okay.
From what I gather, I don't believe that they've reconnected. Yeah, I think she realizes that if she did, it'd be a bad look for her.
It would be a bad look for her. Well,
yeah.
Good.
So, because I mean, everybody knows. It's not just her knowing that she took an abusive man back. It's that everybody would know that she was with an abusive man. So, and that's a good enough reason for me for her not to be with him. Really, I don't care what it takes. You shouldn't be with him. Period. So, I'm glad she did it on live TV, so she could be held accountable, and she'd have a second thought.
I totally agree. And I love the fact that they both live in two different places. So if that puts another boundary in between them. So I got it.
That's interesting that because we know that he's done this before. Clearly he's done this before. And that probably is what led him to online dating, because he can't be around a woman face to face for a long period of time without his temper showing up.
Oh, his clinginess and his temper.
Clinginess. Yeah. Probably may have a restraining order in his history. I don't know.
Oh, that would be so interesting. You know, I'm not
really highly likely. I'm not going to look into it. I got other things to research in my life. At another point in time in my life, I would have researched this and found this out. I'm not there anymore, so I will leave that there. Couple number 1 done.
Yes, couple number 1 done. All right, y'all. So this was our reaction, our perspective on what is it? The Never Ever Mets. Yeah. This is a reality show that's on OWN network, but you can also find it. You can stream it on Hulu. You can stream it on
HBO Max, I believe.
HBO Max.
Whatever they call it. Mm-hmm.
And I know you can find the first 3 episodes free on YouTube. Okay, y'all. So this was reality TV, reality show with my bestie Celeste.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Did you? Yeah, I did. You know, I did. I think each one of them. I think you see their relationships start. You see the personality start to show out and show up. And so when you do that, then you start seeing the red flags. So when I start seeing red flags, I'm like, you know, it brings my attention to this couple. Of course, couple number 1 that left early. Of course, they caught my attention the first night because they had a fight, fisticuffs. So Brandon and Sienna probably the next couple that are going to be on my radar, because I have some I'm like I feel good about, and then I have some that's in the middle of the road where I'm like, it's more to this story than this, and then I got some like, this is about to go bad quickly. So. Yeah, I think they did a good job picking out the couples, honestly. You get a little bit of everything.
No, you know what? I'm going to say, friend, I really do think that they did a good job. And straight up, 10 toes down, The truth is if I were to see these couples, I would not have watched the show. I would have just kept on going. Yeah. But I mean, it's really rich. Like just watching these dynamics, the relationship dynamics. Like it's like I could just talk about the dynamics forever. So yeah, this was really good, friend. I'm down. I get it. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Like okay. It. And it's the first season. The first seasons are always the best seasons, right? Because you get a raw thing because the first time they do it. And then once I feel like the following seasons, the people know what to expect. So they're a little bit more manipulative about how they present themselves. But as you know, first time around, like that's the best season for me because it's so real and raw. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So family, thank you again for joining me on the Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast. You know I'm your girl, Andrea Wise-Brown. Come back next week, y'all. Come back next week so that you can learn more about those other couples. And please go look up the show, The Never Ever Mets, because they never ever met in person until they met on this show, and we got the cameras that captured it all. So as me and one of my besties recap it, okay, I can't wait to see y'all guys, see all of you, family, on the next episode. And then hopefully by then, I'll get rid of this head cold that I have. That's why I've been sucking on lozenges and sounded real crazy and couldn't laugh out loud. But I still was laughing all on the inside. All right. See you guys next time, and take care of you in your relationships and the relationships. I'll see you next time.